So today we're in Big Sur. We're doing Edwoldsen Trailhead. Now this trail is a 4-mile loop, but I believe today part of the trail is closed. So we'll be doing round and back. Now this trail is rated difficulty just because it does have a fast elevation gain. I think it's approximately 1,300 feet. But I think that as long as you're prepared, moving slow, it's doable. Today it's a little chilly with about 70% humidity and it's very cloudy, but we're hoping that by the time we get to the top the clouds clear and we get some nice views of the ocean. Let's keep pushing. So far it's a beautiful trail. You got the Pacific Ocean on one side, big trees and a lot of greenery on the other side. Doesn't get better than that. I think any day in the outdoors is a good day. And there's Crystal in the back. You having a good time, Kiki?
Of course.
We're less than a mile in and I think we've reached our first viewpoint of the Pacific Ocean. I mean, hills on one side and the ocean on the other. Beautiful. Check this out. So I've been in Big Sur a couple other times before, but mainly just for sightseeing, beautiful viewpoints like Magway Falls and views of the Pacific Ocean. This is, I think, my very first big hike here in Big Sur. And big, I guess, 4 miles, but it's beautiful. We're used to hiking in the Sierra Nevada mountains and the foothills, and there's a different feel for it. Because here, I mean, you got a lot of the chaparral shrubs. You got the California oak tree, the California bay tree, which, right, bay leaves. I think that's what they used to make carnitas, or to give carnitas and barbacoa some of its flavor. Not sure if it's specific to that tree, but very similar. Anyways, beautiful time to be out here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the waterfalls or the water running, but it sounds beautiful. There's very tiny little waterfalls. I believe this water leads to the ocean. Not sure if it's the water or the stream that leads to Magway Falls, but it just might be. I'll have to look it up. Throughout the trail, the sound of the water sometimes seems louder than in others, and I think that's what's making this hike more enjoyable compared to when it's just silence. Although we want silence, the sounds of nature is what makes the hike more enjoyable, whether it's running water, birds chirping, trees falling down, you name it. That's what we're here for. that experience. So we started this trail about 10:45 in the morning. Whew, we're going up in elevation. Now we're about an hour and 15 minutes into the hike. So far we've climbed about 800 feet of elevation. And I believe the top is about 1,300 feet of elevation. So we got about, I don't know, 40 minutes to go maybe, depending how fast we're moving. I mean, we're moving pretty slow. Enjoying the views, trying to get some oxygen, and taking some good pictures. But so far, pretty good. Just stay hydrated because, I mean, it's not that long of a hike, but it's pretty steep. Just look at these views. It's all worth it. The huffing and puffing is worth it. So far we're at 888 feet with these incredible views. So I think it's only going to get better up top. Just look at this. The California coast. The central coast of the California coast.
Please stab me with this
Oh my god. Now I'm not an expert on trees, but I'm pretty sure this is a live oak. I mean, it stands out. It stands out compared to the rest of the trees. Now, I was just telling Crystal that I think this tree is similar to one in the foothills where we were at a couple of weeks ago. It might not be though, but it might be within the same family. But anyways, it's a beautiful tree. It stands out a lot out here. this is definitely a beautiful hike. Now, we're doing it in spring, so it's a little chilly, a little windy, but once you start hiking, you start warming up, you start sweating. But if we were to do this hike in the summer, I don't think it would be too bad, just because it does offer a good amount of shade for parts of the trail. But once you start getting closer to the summit, since a lot of the trees up here are, it looks like there was a fire or controlled burn a couple years ago, so there's not much coverage once you're getting closer to the top. But honestly, as long as you're hydrated, you're taking it slow, this hike is pretty doable. Yes, there's a big elevation gain, and it'll definitely get to you quick. But I mean, so far we've been taking it slow, taking a lot of pictures, and we're good. We're fine. The views definitely make it worth it. The good views make the knee pain go away. So just take it slow, drink water. It's worth it. Now, the reason why we would encourage you guys to try to do this hike early in the morning is because the parking lot gets full pretty quick. I think there must have been about 10 parking spaces in the small parking lot. If not, you'd probably have to park out by the road, which doesn't add that much distance, but it just overall makes it easier. I can understand why on a sunny day this trail would probably be a lot busier, but since it's a shady day, cloudy day, not much activity out here. But I think this trail is beautiful overall, any time of day, any season. I think if anything, Big Sur, when I think of Big Sur, I think of almost a rainforest for some reason. Because every time I've been to Big Sur or passed by it, it's always cloudy, it's always foggy. It just gives it that Pacific Northwest vibes, but it's not Pacific Northwest, it's California. The California Central Coast. It's the California Central Coast, but it gives Northwest vibes because of the cloudiness and the fogginess. So I think it's pretty cool that being out here in the California Central Coast, you get to see all these beautiful shrubs, but then also this California redwood, which is beautiful. I mean, it's a big tree, a lot of big trees. So normally Edwoldsen's Trail is a loop, but since today part of the trail is getting repaired or maintenance, we're doing an out and back, which still roughly about 4 miles, but it's just something to keep in mind. For the past couple years, there's always maintenance or repairs going around in Edwoldsen's Trail or this part of the state park. I mean, also Highway 1, right? There's always either landslides or fires, one thing or another. So it's always better to be prepared and look ahead, do your research, just so you don't make it out here and the trail or the road is closed. There you have it. Not much of visibility, but we made it. I mean, there's still beautiful views of the coast. Not, you can't really see too far out into the ocean, but still nice. There you go, guys. This is Big Sur, California Central Coast. I mean, these are beautiful views, whether we think that you can't see too far out into the ocean, but there's the coast. I think there's McGuay Falls hidden behind this little hill here, but I mean, what more can you ask for? It's beautiful. Well worth the trek. Well worth the aches on the knees, the ankles, these 31-year-old hips. It's nice. I don't have my food.
Oh, I have your food.
It's sour. I mean, these are not the views we were expecting, but it's still beautiful. I know the mist rolled in. You can only see just a little bit of the coastline of Highway 1, but I mean, it's peaceful. Still beautiful. Having a snack on top of a mountain overseeing the Pacific Ocean that we can't see right now, but I mean, it was well worth the hike. Now, All Trails had told us it was going to be about 4 miles round trip since the loop is closed, but we're already at 3 miles, about 3.25 miles, so I think it's going to be a little bit over 6 miles round trip, but like I said, worth it. Glad we did it. All right, so we've been up here for about 20 minutes and it doesn't look like it's gonna clear up. We've had a snack, try to still enjoy the views that we do have, but I think it's time to head back down just because it's getting cold. Crystal's getting cold, my hands are getting cold, so we're gonna go try to enjoy the rest of the hike on the way down and find some beautiful views near the coastline. Let's go. Vámonos. Honestly, when we first started the hike, we thought it was going to be more difficult just because All Trails had said it was going to be on the hard or strenuous side. But after doing this hike, compared to other hikes, many hikes that we've done before, I think it's more so on the easy to medium side of difficulty. I know there's a big time elevation gain, right? But there's definitely areas where it levels out, and as long as you're taking breaks, it's not too bad. But obviously, take this with a grain of salt. Everyone's fitness level is different. Not saying that I'm super fit, because I'm not, but it's just more so honestly, as long as you have will to get to the top, you'll get there. Play it safe, drink water, have snacks, enjoy it. Let's keep going. On. Live boat. Ooh, baby, let your side up. Like our East California live oaks. Pretty sure. Not a tree expert, but I remember it from my Sicon days when I was a kid. They look very similar. So my guess is California live oak, but guess we have to look this up, do a little bit more research, build a little bit more knowledge with this. Honest. Wow. I'm over here focused on the California live oak. And check out those views. I think it's time to go back up because it's clearing up. And just look at that. A beautiful Pacific Ocean. Wow. We're definitely getting closer to the car just because we can start hearing the water flow, which means we've descended significantly and closer to the parking lot because that's where when the water sounded a lot louder. Overall, this trail has been a really good trail, a lot of beautiful views, even though we didn't have the view that we were expecting at the very top. I still think it was worth it. We'll definitely have to come back on a bright sunny day. Yeah, I think there's only certain parts where the elevation really gets you. Other parts is just a matter of taking it slow, but in terms of difficulty, yeah, it's hard, but it's doable. Alright guys, there it is. We can start getting a glimpse of the parking lot. Overall, I think this was a great hike. We didn't get the views we were expecting at the top, but still a lot of beautiful views from the California oaks to this greenery, to the wildflowers, to the views of the Pacific Ocean. Highly recommend this hike. We're definitely gonna have to come back on a bright sunny day. I hope you guys enjoyed the trail. If you guys have any questions about the trail, please write them down below. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.